Hey everyone, what's going on? Sean here. Welcome to a new series I've decided to produce for fans of video games, movies, and other popular pop cultural phenomena. Why would I put a tongue twister at the beginning of my video? Well, it doesn't matter. This is where I put my best or worst reviews of all things I've watched, played, or even slept through. Of course, these are my opinions, and I'm no way invalidating your wrong opinions. They're just incorrect. And if I'm wrong, feel free to tell me in the comments below. Today, we take on one of my favorite game series, Fallout. Yes, we're going to explore the incredible storytelling and perhaps buggiest video games of all time. This heavily acclaimed series has produced multiple Game of the Year awards and is considered by many to be one of, if not the best video game series of all time. To that end, we're going to have to look at Fallout as a whole. As a side note, I'm only including main titles and not spin-offs for the sake of time, and it's really more of an overall look and not an in-depth review. And I'll give my personal opinion and report on each game as well. We start, of course, with the original Fallout game, dropping us into the wasteland and providing the imaginative world after nuclear dystopia has gripped the modern age. From mutants to ghouls, this game delivers not only on the imaginative side, but also on the gameplay. Where turn-based games lay at the bottom of my personal playlist, I can't deny that this is one that seems to age relatively fine. Like cheese, where it'll eventually spoil and sour, but people will wear it on their heads for some reason. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Although Fallout 1 was a great introduction, it's still linear in concept. You know, bad people do bad things and we stop them. Or we don't. That's it. Still, it ranks up there for me as one of the better role-playing games ever. Now, Fallout 2 was basically Fallout 1, and I don't mean that in terms of like a Hollywood reboot or anything. I mean that as like stunning gameplay and storytelling. Basically a planogram of how games should do sequels. The bugs in this game are, as well as for me, not enough to play it. And it's chaotic and overwhelming sometimes. It's just hard to play these games now because I'm so used to the refined nature of its aftercomers. Look, I may drive around in my classic every once in a while, but it's not going to have the same power and strength as that pickup of a new Ram 1500 Hemi. It's like I love the feel of a new, whilst also being able to enjoy riding around in my 67 Impala on the weekends. But I need the truck for my work week. Old games are good for their time, and that's how we love our old games. Not just because of its gameplay and what it had to offer then, but because they were right for us then. We loved them the first time we played them, and if we can still play them now, it's a testament to how we can still enjoy them years later. Fallout 3 is what we consider the first new look of the series, where this game thrives, became not just about the story and the gameplay, but now a new visual and new feel of the wasteland. The score, the music, everything. To me, it really set the real tone of the wasteland, the fear of what it must feel like to live in such a world. It immersed me and it created what I'm sure is a bar I've set for modern games that many will fail to reach. We can make an entire video on just the gameplay and how much it changed from its PC predecessors. But that's for another time and probably never. I mean, I literally became the meme of the South Park guy on the computer with this game, only with an Xbox and a healthy eating and gym routine. Geez, I wonder where that side of me went. Look, I'm not saying this game was perfect. The bugs are seemingly limitless, but they're fun too, and damn it, I'll take fun and fun with bugs than boring and being asleep. Look, I may not say that this is the best game ever or whatever, but you cannot argue that Fallout New Vegas earned its place on this video, considering how well received it is by so many Fallout players. I'll keep it short, but New Vegas never hit as hard with me as Fallout 3. It's great and just seemed like a new story to tell. Other than that, it's still Fallout 3, but West. It's still deserving of its praises, and I would like to point out that Metacritic has its score lower than Fallout 3 by a good margin. Fallout 4 is where I will stand with the swords in my neck and say that this is probably the best video games in the series. You see, where people feel like the voice lines drew away from your character. They were only a few things you could realistically change about your character that others would perceive about you anyway. And honestly, it's my story, but of another person. While yes, you are the sole survivor, you are also managing what someone else is going through and how they would respond to it all. The voice gave me someone to pin the pain or anger or need for justice to. I never felt more immersed in the game, and that's saying a lot, because as a kid I would go outside and throw rocks to the floor and pretend like bugs were my Pokemon. Don't judge me, I was a kid. But as an adult, it still hits. I was having a child 1 month after this game was released, but still couldn't and can't imagine the lanes I would go through for my kid. After I help a few settlements, of course, I hear you, Garvey. See, Fallout 4 was the game where you could really start to test the limits of within settlement building and countless mods, pin your ears back, and really try to achieve everything. Either way, this game was more and has been more than I expected it to be. I still get caught off guard by how many things I still learn about it. 76. That's how many dollars I wasted buying this game and its Tricentennial Edition. I will start by saying this game is now endless fun with friends and complete 180 from its inception. But did you catch the important part there? With friends. See, my friends like Fallout, but they are not Fallout players. So with no NPCs to start, it was rough reading and reading and reading or listening to voice discs. Either way, you need to have people to play with to make this game even more enjoyable. A major part of Fallout was the people. I mean, how could you normalize not having a personality in the game, even for yourself? I kind of just need to skip to now before I give myself an aneurysm. Again, camps are basically settlements and they're fun, and it lacks, basically what I think is the necessary force to propel it into the category of the rest of its Fallout family. But 76 is still an enjoyable game. All in all, relatively fun, and one I keep coming back to, like Minecraft, only not as rage-inducing. Well, never mind. Just like Minecraft. So, as I said, this series is for the ages, and with whatever they decide Fallout 5 is going to look like, I think our expectations are much akin to the red rocket aiming for space. At times, Fallout is overwhelming, and other times it's perfect. With that being said, I give this series as a whole 95 out of 100. Fallout 4 being one of my favorite games of all time is no such hyperbole. It's worthy of an A+ on its own. However, this blunder of 76 was scary and could have dropped this series a bit, but I have to look at how they cleaned it up and what it is for now. Again, thanks for watching, everyone, and please drop a like for more. Follow and subscribe to support the channel, because where else are you going to get the worst reviews?